Breaking: Rahm Emanuel calls in UN soldiers to fight Trump's feds. This is war. The city of Chicago, known as a city with some of the strictest gun control laws in the nation, yet home to the area with some of the highest homicide rates stemming from firearms, is now asking for United Nations armed soldiers to patrol city streets. Mayor Rahm Emanuel has declared the city of Chicago to be a Trump-free zone, and now he wants armed foreign soldiers to police Chicago, all because he hates President Trump. I want you to think this through slowly and carefully. Fully armed soldiers from half the globe away with no loyalty to America or Americans with no concept of our laws or our Constitution are being asked to police Middle America, all because Emanuel has refused federal aid to stop the bloodshed in the very city he was elected to lead, because he has chosen to put the black vote over and above the black people themselves. Yet, President Trump's telling Chicago he would deploy the National Guard to patrol on the streets of Chicago to tackle the city's violence problem attracted widespread ridicule earlier this year. So let's invite the United Nations instead? Chicago police have been unsuccessful thus far in showing any demonstrable progress in reducing crime. Homicides are slated to top 600 again this year, rather than allowing the city to arm themselves to fight back against the violence that is slaughtering the good citizens of Chicago caught in the crossfire, or holding those that commit crimes justly accountable for their actions. Cook County Commissioner Richard Boykin is proposing this preposterous plan to seek international help by appealing to the United Nations to meet with minority communities. He flew to New York on Thursday to discuss what he described as a quiet genocide in Chicago's black community with the UN's Assistant Secretary General for Peacebuilding Support, Oscar Fernandez Trunco. Boykin states the United Nations has a track record of protecting minority populations. There was tribal warfare between the Tutsis and the Hutus in Africa, and they deployed peacekeeping troops there to help save those populations and reduce the bloodshed. We have to do something. Black people in Chicago make up 30% of the population, but 80% of those who are killed by gun violence. Look, this gun violence in Chicago is still out of control. Quite frankly, we've got too many young people of color who are being killed by gun violence, and of course it's a genocide that's not being talked about nationwide or even here in Chicago. Boykin was exceedingly vague on exactly what it is he proposes the United Nations forces do once they arrive in Chicago, but proclaimed city and state leaders must make a total commitment to eliminating poverty, improving job opportunities and improving schools. Apparently, if soldiers are from a foreign land wearing the sky blue helmets of United Nations peacekeepers, it is all going to magically improve.